Did you know that the wrong exercise could actually shorten your life after 60? That might sound dramatic, but for seniors, certain movements we once thought were healthy can silently do more harm than good. While exercise remains one of the most powerful tools for living longer and staying strong, it only helps if you're doing the right kind of movement for your body. Today in this video we're going to walk through 3 exercises that seniors should absolutely avoid and 3 exercises every older adult should be doing instead. These aren't guesses. Each one is based on how the aging body changes. Our joints, muscles, balance and bones all evolve as we age. The wrong kind of pressure, repetition or impact can slowly wear down your body, sometimes without symptoms until it's too late. But here's the good news. With the right approach you can stay active, mobile and independent well into your 70s, 80s and beyond. You don't have to stop moving. You just have to move smarter. So whether you're trying to regain energy, stay on your feet or avoid injury, this video will help you understand what to stop doing and what to start doing today. Stay with us until the end, because knowing these 6 exercises could help you avoid unnecessary pain, injury or even hospitalization and instead give you the confidence to move safely for life. Let's begin. Dangerous exercise 1. Deep squats. One of the most damaging exercises for seniors, especially those over 65, is the deep squat. On the surface it seems simple. You bend your knees, lower your body and rise back up. But the truth is, deep squats place a tremendous amount of pressure on the knees, hips and lower back, especially for bodies that have already been through decades of wear and tear. As we age, the cartilage in our knees becomes thinner. The cushioning that once made squats feel smooth and natural begins to wear down. What that means is that every time you drop into a deep squat, whether you're working out or just picking something off the ground, you're putting direct concentrated force onto the knee joint. And when that force exceeds what your joint can handle, you don't just feel sore, you invite real damage. Some older adults begin to notice sharp knee pain, stiffness or swelling after squatting. Others feel their knees give out unexpectedly or hear popping or grinding sounds when they move. But for many, the warning signs aren't immediate. The breakdown can be gradual. And that's what makes deep squats so dangerous. It's not about one bad rep, it's the repeated stress over time that wears down the joint. This risk increases if you have arthritis, previous injuries or weaker stabilizer muscles in your hips and thighs. Without strong support, the knees are forced to absorb more of the impact. And once damage starts, it can be very hard to reverse. That's why even bodyweight squats, those done without added resistance, can still cause harm if the range of motion is too deep or the technique isn't perfect. Now, some seniors think using gym equipment will make squats safer. But even with a barbell machine or added support, the risk doesn't go away. In fact, machines can sometimes give a false sense of security, encouraging people to squat lower than their body should while placing their spine and knees in an unsafe position. What starts as a healthy routine can quietly become the root of long-term joint pain or instability. There's also a psychological cost here. When your knees hurt or feel weak, it affects more than just exercise. It changes the way you walk, how confident you feel getting up from a chair, and whether you go out for a walk or stay inside. That fear of falling, that sense of vulnerability, it often begins with joint pain. And one of the most common contributors, repetitive deep squats done without proper guidance or awareness. So what's the alternative? Rather than squatting all the way down, focus on shallow, controlled movements like sitting down and standing up from a firm chair or doing half squats with a sturdy surface nearby. These allow you to engage your muscles without overloading your joints. And when paired with balance and mobility exercises, they help you stay strong without putting your knees at risk. There's no shame in modifying movements. In fact, it's one of the smartest things you can do as you age. Listening to your body isn't weakness, it's wisdom. And the more you protect your knees now, the more freedom you'll have later to keep walking, climbing stairs, and living independently on your terms. So if deep squats are still part of your routine, it might be time to rethink that. Your knees have carried you through a lifetime. They deserve care, not punishment. Protect them and they'll keep you moving stronger and safer for years to come. Dangerous exercise: too high impact jumping or running on hard surfaces. While it's true that staying active is one of the best things you can do for your health, not all movement is created equal, especially once you're in your 60s, 70s, or 80s. High-impact exercises like jumping jacks, jump squats, and even running on hard pavement may have once felt invigorating, but now they can silently do more harm than good. The reason comes down to impact. Every time your foot hits the ground with force, whether it's from a jump, a sprint, or a hard landing, your bones, joints, and spine absorb that shock. When you're younger, your muscles and connective tissues help cushion those blows. But as you age, those natural shock absorbers weaken. Cartilage thins, tendons tighten, and bones become more fragile. That means each landing delivers more jolt than your body is built to handle. For many older adults, this leads to a gradual wearing down of the joints, especially in the knees, hips, and lower back. You might not notice it immediately, but over time you start to feel more stiffness in the morning, more pain after walks, or a general sense that your body just doesn't bounce back the way it used to. These are quiet warning signs that the impact is accumulating faster than your body can repair. More seriously, there's a hidden risk to high-impact movement that goes beyond joint pain, and that's fractures. Older bones, especially in those with even mild bone thinning or early osteoporosis, are more vulnerable to cracks or breaks. A wrong landing, a sudden misstep during a jog, or an unstable jump can lead to a fall. And the consequences of that can be severe. Hospital stays, loss of independence, or long recovery periods that set you back physically and emotionally. And we haven't even talked about the spine yet. Your vertebrae and spinal discs are especially sensitive to repeated force. Landing heavily on your feet sends pressure all the way up through your lower back. Over time, this can compress the spine, leading to pinched nerves, sciatica, or even degenerative disc problems that cause daily discomfort. That's not just old age. That's the cost of years of pounding movements. Another thing to consider is balance. High-impact movements often require speed and coordination. But after 60, our reflexes and proprioception, our ability to sense our body's position, aren't what they used to be. That means even if your muscles are strong, your risk of misjudging a jump or losing balance mid-motion is higher. And one bad fall is all it takes to change your life. So why do some seniors keep doing these exercises? Sometimes it's habit, sometimes it's pride, and sometimes it's misinformation. Thinking that harder equals healthier. But the truth is, smart movement is what extends your life, not punishing movement. You don't have to sweat buckets or jump rope for 30 minutes to stay fit. There are safer, more effective ways to build endurance and strength without risking injury. Instead of jumping or running on pavement, try brisk walking on soft trails or treadmills with cushioning. Use low-impact cardio machines like ellipticals or recumbent bikes. And if you're up for a challenge, water aerobics offers resistance training and cardiovascular benefits without any impact on your joints. It's not about slowing down, it's about adapting. You're not avoiding movement. You're choosing movement that supports the body you have today. The kind that strengthens without stressing, that heals instead of harming. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 2 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now let's move forward. Dangerous exercise 3. Heavy overhead weightlifting. There's a certain pride that comes with strength, especially when you've worked hard your whole life to stay strong. And lifting weights can absolutely be part of a healthy lifestyle even in your 70s and 80s. But here's where the danger creeps in. Overhead lifting, specifically lifting heavy weights above shoulder level, is one of the riskiest exercises seniors can do. The movement itself might look simple. A dumbbell press, a barbell push, a medicine ball raise, but what you don't see is the chain reaction it creates throughout your body. As soon as you lift a weight overhead, your shoulder joints, already more fragile with age, take on an enormous amount of stress. The ligaments that hold those joints in place are thinner now, and your rotator cuff may not be as stable as it once was. Many older adults begin to notice pain in the front of their shoulder or weakness when reaching up for everyday things like lifting a grocery bag onto a shelf or reaching for a mug. That's not because of a single bad lift. It's the accumulation of small repeated strains from pressing weight overhead when the shoulder isn't properly supported. And unlike some injuries that heal quickly, shoulder injuries like rotator cuff tears or bursitis can linger for months, even years. There's also the spine to consider. When you press weight overhead, especially while standing, the lower back arches to compensate. That arch can be subtle at first, but with heavy weight it puts direct compression on the vertebrae and spinal discs. If your core muscles aren't strong enough to support the spine, and for many seniors they aren't, this leads to pinched nerves, herniated discs, and chronic low back pain. And then there's balance. Lifting heavy objects above your head shifts your center of gravity upward. That makes you more unstable. Combine that with slower reflexes and age-related changes in posture, and suddenly one wrong lean or wobble while lifting can result in a fall or serious muscle strain. Many gyms encourage seniors to keep using free weights or machines like they